Hey guys, it's me, Miranda. I'm sorry. It's been like 4 months. Who keeps like a YouTube schedule anyways? Besides like almost every famous YouTuber. A lot of you have been waiting for this because these are fucking nosy. If you don't like me and you're watching this, I just want you to know that I appreciate you as a fan. Thank you. And fuck you. As you guys have seen on my Snapchat, you've been seeing like I've been dealing with the police, my bank, drum roll please. That's not how drums sound. Somebody on the internet emptied my entire bank account.
Every last cent that I have to my name. The fuck, Mom?
I don't know if you can hear that, but she's fucking blending something right now. I was like, Mom, I'm making a video. Her.
Okay, I won't make any noise.
Let me tell you how this all started. By the way, it was about
$1,100.
Also, I wanted to make this video because I know I have a lot of young people that like follow me, look up to me. I just want you to know that like, don't trust anyone on the internet, please. I don't know why I did. I'm 18 years old. I already know there's gonna be comments saying, "You're fucking stupid.
What's wrong with you? You should be old enough to know this, blah, 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 blah."
Okay, I get it. I'm dumb. I'm making this video mostly for you guys because nowadays you never know who to trust and who not to trust. Like a year ago or so on Twitter, there was this post made and it was like, oh, like if you want to be in a girls group chat. Like there's about like 20 of us in it. We all like texted, added each other on social media. Really, Mom? Oh wait. So yeah. So all of us were like acquaintances, I guess. So there's this girl. I'm not gonna name names because I think that's illegal. So we'll call her C. C. I still have her on Snapchat. C posts on her Snapchat story that she has about 4,000 plus in her bank account. And she's like, hit me up for easy money. I was like,
Oh my god, like, how did you get all that money?
because, you know, I want to get a new tattoo. She's like, oh girl, like it's so easy. Like, you know those apps where you refer people and you get money? And I was like, oh yeah, like I've done that before. So I was like, okay, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. She's like, oh yeah, well, I have a friend and he has like all these bots that he uses to refer. So like with all the bots, it ends up being a big amount, if you get what I'm saying. I don't know if you do. I was like, is that illegal? Because it sounded kind of weird to me. I was like, is this illegal? And she was like, no. And I was like, how does he know how to do this? She was like, oh, he's a computer science major. And me being fucking stupid, I was like, oh, that makes sense. I think you guys know where this story is going. So I was like, okay, so like, what do I need to do? And she was like, well, it ends up being around 2K. That's how much the profit is. And the only thing you have to do is you give me half, which is 1K, and you keep the 1K. And I was just like, oh, okay, so that's how she's making profit on this. She's just making profit off of the bots and what she's offering people. So I was like, all right. And this girl has like a photography business. Like she's like legit. Like I thought she was legit. Remember, don't trust anyone on the internet. So I was like, okay, what do I need to do? And she was like, okay, all we need is your login. What bank do you have? And I was like, oh, Wells Fargo. And she's like, oh, cool, me too. This app called Dosh is what they use to refer the people. So I even downloaded the app and I was like, oh, okay. All we need is your Wells Fargo login and your PIN. This is where I'm fucking stupid. Never give someone your PIN or your login information that you don't know. I want you to learn from my experience. Don't do that. I was like, oh, that's it? Okay, so I sent her my information on Snapchat. By the way, all of this was on Snapchat. I did not save any messages, and I usually do, which is dumb. What can I do now? This is where it all goes downhill. She said it was gonna take about 30 minutes to an hour, and she was like, okay, there's gonna be codes sent to your phone, and just send me the codes when you get them. Your bank sends you codes when someone else tries to log into your account and do things on your account. Me, I thought, oh, they just need the codes because that's how they're gonna transfer the money. Okay, I'll send you the codes. Every time they tried to do a transaction, my dumbass sent this bitch the fucking I basically handed them all my money, not intentionally, but intentionally, if you understand what I'm saying. I know there's a lot of young people out there that trust people, internet friends. Don't. Point of this video, don't trust anyone on the internet. I don't care how long you've known them. I don't care if you FaceTime. Don't even trust your friends in real life, actually, with your information. An hour later, she was like, it's almost finished. We're about to put it into your account. And I'm like, okay. All of a sudden, I'm like getting a weird feeling. So I log in on my computer to my Wells Fargo account. I have $0 in my account. Ooh, I'm getting emotional. I had about almost $800 in there from like financial aid and like money I've got from working. Like that was literally all I had. And like I pay for things myself. My mom doesn't pay for anything. I pay for my bills. I pay for my car insurance. I pay for my gas. I pay for food. I pay for my clothes. My mom was sleeping, by the way, so I didn't want to wake her up and I was legit freaking out. I should get the screenshots, actually.
Mom! Mom!
What?
Can you bring me the evidence?
What?
Can you bring me the evidence?
Oh my god.
By the way, I live in California. This girl lives in Georgia. I'm allowed to show this. I'm not sure. Screenshot I took off my phone. The first transfer, see that? $462. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you guys doing? And she was like, oh, we're gonna transfer it back into your account. And I was like, okay. $100 was attempted to take out of my account at the ATM. $100 was put into my account at the ATM. Above that is another $200. This was them trying to take out $300. And then that's the ATM depositing the $300 back because the ATM knew it was basically fraud. And then lastly, this big boy up here, money transfer for $758. This paper shows that basically $1,162.58 was transferred out of my account. I just realized it says the fucking names on here. So that's what I saw. I just had $0. And in my account, I only had $762. So with that being said, my account went negative $400 plus the $762 that they took. I didn't know what to do, so I called my bank. Whenever fraud happens, call your bank as soon as possible. That's the best thing to do. I had to be transferred person after person after person. I was hysterical. I was so upset. I was legit crying. I couldn't believe this happened to me. So I finally get transferred to the top supervisor of Wells Fargo. It was pretty intimidating. Every person I've talked to, they were like, ma'am, we have to put you with our main supervisor right now. We can't handle this situation. So this is what my available balance is as of today, $400. So I talked to Wells Fargo. I told them everything that happened. They were super nice. They didn't make me feel stupid at all. We're gonna get your money back for you. So the top supervisor, he filed the report for me. So he said it's gonna take like maybe up to a week or a few weeks and they're gonna do an investigation. I changed all my information. I drove to the ATM, changed my PIN. Next day, I realized I would have to tell my mom. How do you tell your mom every cent you have is gone? I could not sleep that whole night. I was crying. I was literally freaking out. Like, I had so much anxiety. So much anxiety. Next morning, I'm getting ready for work. I used to have a teen account, so my mom's information is also, excuse me. Oh my god. She was still hooked up to my account, basically. So when I got the email saying my account is negative 400, guess what? So did she. She's like,
Miranda, I just got an email saying that your account is like negative. Did you spend all your money?
like, okay, by the end of this conversation, I just want you to know you're not gonna be happy. Like, I was preparing her for the worst, and I told her everything that happened, and I thought she was gonna fucking kill me, but she didn't. She was very understanding because things like this has happened to her in the past, but she didn't give out her information. But I'm just dumb and did that. She was hugging me and crying. I mean, I was crying, she wasn't crying. Anyways, my friend Dana, my lovely friend Dana, I gave her the little information I had on this girl. And Dana, I have a whole paper, like I can't show you, but I have a whole paper, all the information that Dana accessed on this girl. We have her age, 21. I can say this because it's not confidential information if it's out on the internet. Date of birth. We have her address, mobile number, the school she's currently attending in Georgia. We have all her social media sites, her Twitter. Sorry, I'm reading the paper. We have her Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Skype, Snapchat. We have her IP address. And if you don't know what that is, I can't really explain it, but it's like your internet thing. We have her mom's name. We have all her family members and the people that were also involved. I showed my mom that information. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So that night it happened, the girl, after they took all of my money, she deleted me off Snapchat. She didn't block me. She just deleted me. I showed my mom the information. My mom is a fucking savage. My mom sees her phone numbers there. So my mom calls on blocked number and is like, is this C? She's like,
Her.
and my mom hits her with just goes straight for it, and she's like, just wanted to let you know authorities have been contacted for what you did to my daughter. That is fraud. Emptying someone's entire bank account. That was every last cent she had. And the girl's like,
What are you talking about? I would never do that. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I would never do anything like that.
My acting skills are A1, by the way. My mom was like, well, you can tell the police that when they contact you. And then she was like,
Someone hacked my Snapchat. Like, my friends have been calling me saying that.
bitch, your friends are gonna call you and be like,
Hey, see, I just wanted to let you know that someone's on your Snapchat and they kind of just stole $500 from me. Just want to let you know, though, so keep that in mind.
I do not believe that at all. You're gonna post on your story. It's you posting on your story, and all of a sudden you're hacked and someone is stealing people's money. If someone was on my Snapchat stealing people's money, best believe I would report that if people were calling me telling me that. But you're not gonna report it? This bitch is dumb. That's all I gotta say. Dumb. I mean, I'm dumb too, but I didn't commit a felony. I've never dealt with this situation, so I didn't know if I call my local police or if I call the Georgia police, because the crime technically happened in a different state, so I didn't understand how that worked. So I emailed my criminal justice teacher on like her emergency email, even though we're not technically supposed to email her. Thank God she answered within 2 minutes. She was like, call the non-emergency number for dispatch here and file a report. So I did that. 8 o'clock at night. I stayed up till 1 in the morning. No one came. I called, canceled the call. Decided I'll go in to the station the next day. I guess the police station closes at 5. I go in at 4:50 and they're like, there's no deputies here. I'm sorry. You can't file a report here unless you want to wait in your car for 3 hours. I don't want to wait in my car for 3 hours. So I go home. I call, it's 5 o'clock, that's when I call it in to dispatch. The dispatch was like, oh, it's probably gonna be around like 10 p.m. or whatever. It's 3 in the morning, still no one came, and I'm like, whatever, I go to sleep. Turns out there's like a double homicide, so all the cops were completely busy that night, all the deputies. Turns out my call was still in. I have no money, right? My gas tank, I have no gas. My mom thankfully buys me some gas, so we're in the gas station, and I get a call, blocked number, because that's how they do it, and it's the deputy. She's at my house. Of course they come when I'm not home. So I'm like, oh my gosh, hi. And I'm telling, she was so sweet. I'm so sorry, like I waited, I didn't know that the call was still in. I'm getting gas because I have no gas. I'll be there in 5 minutes. I was like, or is that too much to wait? She's like, no sweetie, no, I'll wait for you. I got out of the car, I talked to her, I told her everything. She was very understanding, very sweet. I showed her all my evidence, explained it to her. She filed the report, and then she's basically like, I know you're young, they try to take advantage of young people. Never give your information out. Now we wait to see what happens. I couldn't. Oh! Add to everything. So, turns out them trying to deposit the money at the ATM, they tried to deposit counterfeit, I think that means fake checks into my account, and that's also illegal to do. So, that's what happened to me. I'm making this video as an informative video because this happens a lot, if you believe it or not. It happens all the time if you give out your information or don't. Scams are real. Fraud is real. No one online is trustable. Please do not give your information to anyone because they're fucking ruthless. They will take you for every cent you have and they don't care about you. I learned from this that I should not try to make easy money. Work hard for your money. Don't try to take the easy way out to just get free money. It's not real. But I really want to start making videos again. Comment if you actually enjoy my videos. Thank you for watching this. I know most of you are just nosy and don't care about me and just want to hear what happened. That's fine too. Don't let anyone take advantage of you. Thank you for watching. I don't wish this upon anyone. Bye guys.